okay podcast.
So
I don't know, man. So acts of kindness, right? Do you ever just wake up feeling like you're not kind?
yeah, absolutely. There's so
When was the
many
last
there's so
time?
many factors, honestly, that can cause you to not waking up feeling kind. I mean, you've got weather. That right there is going to determine whether you're going to at least be in a better mood. For a lot
Well,
of people, a lot of
I was gonna
people.
say not for me. I was gonna say the weather really doesn't. You typically, unless it's snowing, snow
Well,
is the
for
only
your
thing.
energy levels. So if you're already feeling like mopey and tired, you're not going to want to be energetic to be nice and genuine. You're just like, I'm just trying to get through the day. So weather's
Yeah.
one of them. So whether it's going to be a sunny day or a cloudy day, or if it's going to be a simple mixture of everything, you might even get snow. I
Yeah.
mean, some people might go, "Oh, snow's so awesome, and get out there and play." And some people
Yeah.
might go, "Crap, I have to go to work and have to shovel all this freaking snow, and then have to drive in this crap and not hit somebody." Great. Oh, salt down the roads, salt down. There goes the bottom of my car that I have to fix. Yeah.
Does it ultimately you think make people unhappier living in places with snow, or you just learn to overcome it and just it
Well,
doesn't affect you? The seasonal
these
affective
are
disorder.
those are all the things that adults think about when they're out there. There are some people like, "Oh, I don't have a care in the world." And yes, those are just factors that have to come into life. And yeah, I would love somebody in the comments to let me know. But until then, honestly, it that can trigger a lot of things. And if the capital or your money isn't an issue, hey, have fun. Live your dreams. Do whatever, wherever. But
Yeah.
that's the other part too. Financial situation is
Yeah.
also
I was gonna
gonna
say that affects me probably more so than the weather, right? It could be
it,
snowing, but if I have money, I'm good. I could stay inside. I could get DoorDash. I could have somebody else deliver my food and handle my food, and I don't have to worry about that. I'm
now,
thinking
Gabe,
food
I'm
is probably the
only
source of my happiness here. My food. There could be so many other things, but I'm just like, yeah, food. Where's the
I'm listing
food?
off factors right now that, if these were all separate, you might be able to, all right, I'll just deal with it. Some a little more stronger than others, obviously. Weather is could be kind of an annoyance, but if it's like tornado, hurricane, and you're just like, dude, I'm just trying to live. Financial, like we just talked about, that can be a much bigger factor depending on how much you have based on your debt, living situation. I mean, I could go on and on and on. What I'm trying to get here is just one of those can be an issue. Now compile that, because a lot of these other factors and elements, they don't all happen at once, but when they do, holy crap.
Yeah.
Typically it's going to be more of like you get out of the hundreds in your day,
Mhm.
you might get 10. And you're like, "Oh, that wasn't too bad, but it wasn't good, because I had these things." But you might on an average probably get like 30, 40 of those things happening all at the same time. And after a while, it just wears on you. And that's when you wake up not feeling kind to just simply go, you know what? I need to take a system check. I need to just basically, or just take a mental break and just like, not like I'm just going to turn off reality and responsibility, but no, just you need to schedule some time for yourself. Whatever it is that makes you happy, you've got to be able to recharge. You've got to be able to take care of yourself so that all these little elements that happen either all at once, because that's a doozy. You've got to be able to just relax and deflect and recharge. And you
Yeah.
got to be able to not let them affect you as much next time.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to find the time too for certain people, right? To be able to relax. And I wonder for those type of people what that even looks like. For people who are working 80-hour weeks, it's always kind of I don't have a life because we're working 80 hours a day to feed my family or 80 hours a day. 80
Yeah.
hours
Ooh.
a week. And you kind of you try and ponder and try and think, okay. It might be a efficiency thing with work, like maybe we're not being as productive. That could be for some people, but I think most people usually try and stick to the schedule, and some people try and tune out when they can, right? When they're off work or when they're not as busy. If you're salary, you shouldn't be expected to work just from the 8 to 4:30 or 8 to 5 or whatever it is. It's something where you have to allow the time to be able to reflect and collaborate. Because when you're on a meeting, a virtual call, those don't feel that productive at times. So sometimes that could be an hour and a half of time where you're like, oh, I wish I could have gotten that time back. Or, oh, I wish they were recorded it and I could just watch on my time when I'm available, which we know that probably won't happen for most people. When you're given the opportunity or the option to do it, you're probably not going to do it. But I digress on that. People who are busy, and in the comments, it'd be nice if somebody is listening that actually has that type of work schedule that I'm talking about, where they're just always busy. I'd like to know, like, how do you even relax? Is it just whenever you have vacation time, do you just take 2 weeks straight and you're like, I'm going out, I'm gonna do coke, I'm gonna go to the red light district, I'm going to Amsterdam, and you just go hog wild. It's like the hangover, right? When they go to Vegas and you don't want to remember anything. You just go all out for 2 weeks out of that whole year that you have mandatory vacation. And then you come back and you're like, cool, back to it.
Kind of like the
Or do you
reverse
just
purge.
sprinkle it? Yeah. Reverse purge. Yeah.
You know, it's like not like I'm gonna kill everything for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to do everything that feels good in 24 hours.
Okay, I'm going to kill myself.
Uh,
That's what I was thinking when you're like, I'm going to reverse purge. You're like, I'm not going to go hunt people down. I'm going to hunt myself.
I guess maybe the anti-purge would have been
I
the
thought that was
better.
the way you're trying to get past the YouTube regulations, and you can't say that. You're like reverse purge.
They're like, oh God, they can't put that
Yeah, he
in.
got us. Yeah, he can say
It's
that.
like, dang,
Oh
Ian out
shit.
there in acts of kindness got one little slip through. Did it.
Hey
Did it all
man,
by
you made me
myself.
laugh. That's an act of kindness. I appreciate
Hey,
that. That was hilarious.
and you know what? That's another element. More of that stuff, more of the good elements that you can use to combat the bad ones. If you're in a bad situation and somebody makes a funny joke and it makes you laugh and it breaks your concentration of your sadness or depression, that's awesome. Even if the joke was meh, it was okay. But if it
Yeah.
made you chuckle because it was stupid, that's cool. Hey, think of that as some element points that just got rid of some of the negativity. And as you get more of those where it feels good, search those out. Duh. When you find them,
Yeah.
keep them. Hold
Go
on
to a
to them.
comedy show. Yeah. I mean, go
Exactly.
laugh. Go relieve yourself by watching comedy.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
I think we take ourselves too seriously
We
sometimes,
do.
right? And everything is too serious. And that's how I've been feeling a little bit with work. And I know it really depends on the type of work that you do. There are certain things, people who are saving lives, they probably don't have that luxury. A lot of times they'll just laugh things off, but maybe they do. I don't know enough about it. So if anybody wants to come on the show and can share, that'd be awesome. But for me, I think I take myself a little bit too seriously, and I take the work I do a little bit too seriously. It's okay to be an expert, but you can also have fun in it. And sometimes you'll see that where somebody will make a joke or make a funny, and there's sometimes where I just kind of get a little, that feels unprofessional. Even though there's a lot of things that I can say that I want to think, oh, I'm funny when I say it.
Unprofessional.
I'm really not that funny, and I'm kind of unprofessional in some ways. But it's almost like I'm jealous, right? When someone's able to let their hair down and say something funny, and then you're just like, what, do you not have any work to do? Are you not stressed like me as I'm trying to get all my files in order and you're like, oh, this isn't working or something like that? And, oh, God, they forgot to do this again. But they probably are dealing with the same amount of bullshit that I'm dealing with. It's
Misery
just
loves
they handle
company,
it
man.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I'd
They
rather
they
be like, if you're
definitely
not feeling miserable like me, you're not working hard enough. And that's
exactly.
not true. Yeah, that's not true.
Hey, you know what? There's levels of stress. You can pick which level you want. But when the other level is trying to make you feel their level, that's not fair. And guess what? you don't have to accept it. Straight up. And that goes with any
Yeah.
person. You give them the level of stress. You give it to them. If you just like don't want it, don't take it. Obviously, do what you have to do. I mean, you want to get stuff done, whether it's work, whether it's family, whether it's, personal stuff. If you're going to just, poo-poo it off and think that you're never going to get it done based on, well, if I don't feel, bad about it and it never gets done, well, see, it's a win-win. Then you didn't want to do it. So,
Yeah.
anyways, just start making your life simple. I'll keep going back to that. But, oh, the other thing too, in the making your life simple, is you're going to make mistakes. Be humble. Because you know what? In some cases, instead of BSing yourself and just being the person that talks, like I'm doing now, guilty. Sometimes you just don't need to say anything at all. Because if you can't contribute and it's not going to add value, then why say it? Why waste your breath? Why waste your energy? Hey, it's a win-win.
That's
So,
true. There's a lot of times where I think I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'm going to say this. And then you think back, you're like, that had nothing to do with anything that they're talking about. I should have just kept my mouth shut and people would have been like, oh, okay. I'm glad Gabe was on the meeting. And now they're thinking, what the fuck is that guy? Let's remove him from the meeting. If
from
anything, he
any
hurt
meeting,
the meeting. Yeah, he added no benefit. He added nothing. And yet you have the other person who's sitting there quietly like, let's promote that guy. That guy's good.
yeah.
So keep your mouth shut sometimes. That's fair. I endorse that message because I do that all the time to myself. I feel like I always have to say something. Hey, anybody else have anything else to say? Hand goes up. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Hand goes up. But I also leave it open on my end too, and I try and make it fair. So whenever I'm done with a call and I want people to ask questions. It might come off, now I think about it, it might be a little intimidating, but I just say, any questions, concerns, comments? And now I think about
Well,
it, they're probably just, they're probably like, oh, no, I don't even want to ask. I just like, hey guys, anybody have any questions? All right, great. Have a nice day.
another way you could do it is thank you, everybody. If there's any questions, please feel free to stay on. I'll be able to gladly ask the questions, but if anybody else is all good, or if everybody else is all good, y'all have a great day and peace out. Boom. There they go.
Remember, you're A-okay.
Yeah. See, we're solving problems. That's all we're trying to
Yeah.
do.
Don't
Gabe,
forget to like and subscribe.
hell yeah. And you know what? I forgot to say, Gabe, take us out. Do
Right?
it.
Let me think about it. All right. So, let me think about it. All right. We're going to cut this part out. All right.
I know.
Keep it simple, stupid. Don't get yourself in trouble, and everything will be A-okay.
So profound.
That's right.